Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. First down here for this offense. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Quick throw over the middle. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, but what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the play.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's nearly picked off. Could not hold on to the ball in the end zone. Sets up second down. That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Single back takes the handoff. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Load out for it, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And out comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And this one will be fair caught. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. The game makes it second and medium. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Wow, nearly an interception here on the opening drive. He's going to bring up third down instead.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Automatic on the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Gets some blocks. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Alabama. He'll stroll into the end zone. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Picks up some blocks. Can he make it? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. They can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. And the single back takes the handoff. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And they heave it deep downfield. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down. But he's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
They'll kick it away here. And they spot it down just outside the 30. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments to prevent that this time. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Snags a quick throw. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a 1st down.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the 1st down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. It's an out route. The catch made. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
The Sooners will try to keep this drive moving. They'll run it to the right side. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Caught quickly. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The Sooners trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Still no answer for this offensive machine. And now to try here for the extra point. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? He'll hand it off. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to throw it on third and very long. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Short connection to the tight end here. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here, because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, it doesn't matter. Nice first down.
Here's the 2nd down play. Now we run a draw play. Powers through the tackle.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. You see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
With 3rd down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
And the Sooners pick up enough yardage for a first down. And the back gets the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much...
Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? He's at the 50. At the 30 now. At the 10 now. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Bama. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
PAT is good. They still trail by 4, 21-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. the Sooners offense is back on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. Can they recover from that right now? He's in the clear. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. The defense gets bailed out after that big play because of the penalty. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He hands it to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Now it's second down here. And the quarterback dropping back. Defense is coming after him. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Oh, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. Can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. The Sooners will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. They'll aim it toward the sideline. Solid punt. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
They're behind the sticks on second and long here from the 12. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And looking to throw now on first down. It's a bullet, but incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And he'll set up to throw. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff here from the shotgun. Finding space at the 20. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Makes a quick catch. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That's a dangerous throw. It falls incomplete, but this defense almost had a second interception today. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And the extra point makes the lead 11, 28-17. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's a quick grab. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Second down play coming up. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking for a deep completion. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 40. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback in this offense. Nothing seems to be going right.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off.
Good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Let's see how aggressive this offense gets. They can move into field goal range easily, but are they looking for more? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for the wide out. And he pulls in the catch. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Still no answer for this offense. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. He eludes the rush. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play card here on 1st down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a 1st down.
It's caught downfield. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And he goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. After making his first attempt, this one is from 43 yards out. He knocks this one right through. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Makes a quick grab. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Takes the handoff on the counter play.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Pass caught. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Offense moving closer to the line of game after that catch. That's a design quarterback keeper. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a 1st down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and he cannot quite hold on down there in the end zone. Would have been a great pick. Instead, a 3rd down play coming up.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
It's a quarterback draw here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Sooners will have to kick this away. When he comes for his second punt of the game. And the coverage team lets the ball roll dead. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. That run moves the ball to the 16. Getting set. Here's second down. Handoff to the back. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They'll try to run for the first down. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Play action here on first down. Bringing pressure. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Looking to pass here on second down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Oh, and it's nearly intercepted, but dropped by an excellent defensive player. It's going to bring up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Trying to create here on the move. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long. Now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Important second down play coming up. And they'll give it to the back. And the Sock were able to bring him down quickly. Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Quarterback drops back. Pass is caught. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with a lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert. You keep working that clock.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll give it to the running back. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Can they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone? This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. It's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Second down after that run on the previous play. And here's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
Get set. Get set.
Quick throw caught on the left side.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Easy.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. The back's got it. Finding space at the 20. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Receivers are bunched together. They look to throw it here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Snags a quick throw. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution and come up with 6.
The Sooners offense is back on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situations, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Boy, questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Now you got a big decision here on 4th down and short.
And the quarterback just sneaks it.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. 4th down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
And they hand it off to the back. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the Sooners will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down.
Get set, get set.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on 4th down. Try to make it 3 for 3 here.
Acorn. Easy.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he's brought down, a sack with the defense coming up big on this 4th down play.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Contact as he threw it. That's incomplete, even on a 1st down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's running out of time here. It's a fumble. It's a turnover.
Oh, just a costly turnover here for this offense. Last thing they wanted to see is put this ball on the ground, and really any chance of getting back into this game is lost.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback will take a knee.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the